But what's inherited is not ADHD, it's a continuum. And the influences vary with the context, and you inherit dispositions to react. So what the gene gives you is the likelihood of responding in one way to one environment and in a different way to another environment. So the gene, it's wholly genetic, it's wholly environmental. That dopamine 4 gene determines, for instance, whether a child who's exposed to alcohol in the womb, because mother is drinking, whether that child will develop a hyperactivity syndrome or not. There's the seed and the soil. But I return to my original thesis and antithesis, because if ADHD is so neurological, how come it varies so much in different places? How come it's 100 times commoner in America than in France? Isn't it really a social disorder? And what about the rise of television and the decline of the family and the other things that we think are impairing some aspects of children's ordinary learning of regulation and self-control? And it seems to go like this, that this is the way that it was in 1980, in the late 70s, early 80s, when it was diagnosed in about 1 child in 2,000 in this country. And this is the way it was by the end of the 90s, where it was being diagnosed in about 3 or 4 per thousand. Big increase. Dwarfed by what's happening in America. Just dwarf it now. So those red figures of what I just showed you in America, this is what happened in America, where it was more like 1% of children, and it's now something more like 5% of children who are being diagnosed and treated with ADHD in America. Kind of worrying. But if I now show you what is the true rate of disorder, not diagnosed, not what happens in clinics, the administrative prevalence, but the real prevalence from epidemiological studies, when you go around counting heads, then this is hyperkinetic disorder.